Jay Hinch just did something MLB managers are never supposed to do. He publicly humiliated his own pitcher, and half the baseball world thinks he crossed a line. Because baseball has a code. You protect your clubhouse. You defend your players in public, no matter what. That's how this sport works. But after one ugly moment in Detroit, Hinch said something so cold, players around the league are still talking about it. Tuesday night, Comerica Park, Tigers versus Red Sox. And early on, Valdez is getting rocked. Back-to-back home runs. Crowd getting louder. Body language getting worse. You could literally see the frustration building, pitch by pitch. Then, Trevor Story steps into the box, and everything changes. First pitch, 94 miles per hour, right into Story's back. Benches clear instantly. Now here's the weird part. That was reportedly the only four-seam fastball Valdez had thrown all season. The only one. Think about that for a second. Story drops the bat, turns around immediately. Everybody knows what just happened. Then afterward, Red Sox interim manager Chad Tracy walks up to the mics and says it. Yeah, I thought it was intentional. I thought it was weak. Weak. That word hit hard around baseball because nobody wants their team looking emotional, undisciplined, out of control. Now here's where everybody expected the normal baseball response. Manager protects the pitcher. Emotions got high. Pitch got away. We move on. Standard MLB damage control. Instead, a Jay Hinch walks into the press room, looks directly at the reporters, and absolutely buries his own guy. We play a really good brand of baseball here. That didn't feel like it. Look, I've watched baseball my entire life. Managers do not do this. Ever. When your player screws up, you protect him publicly. Then you handle it privately later. That's the code. Hinch just ripped that code apart on live television. And the craziest part? He didn't even sound angry. He sounded disappointed, like a father watching his kid embarrass the family. That's what made the quote feel so brutal. And now here's the twist that makes this whole story even crazier. A Jay Hinch, of all people, lecturing someone about the right brand of baseball? Yeah, that a Jay Hinch. The same manager connected to the Astros sign-stealing scandal. The guy suspended for an entire season. The guy who admitted he knew what was happening and stayed quiet about it. That guy just became the voice of baseball culture. And honestly, that's why the internet exploded over this. Because depending on how you see it, this is either growth or hypocrisy. But here's what I keep coming back to. Did Hinch grow, or did he just learn how to play the PR game better? Because there's a difference. Maybe that suspension actually changed him. Seriously. Maybe Hinch learned what happens when a manager protects the wrong behavior for too long. Maybe that's why he refused to defend Valdez. Because he already lived through one clubhouse scandal, and he's never letting another one grow under his watch. And this is bigger than one hit by pitch. Detroit is trying to build a contender. This team has expectations now. Culture matters now. Discipline matters now. So when Hinch called Valdez out publicly, he wasn't just talking to one pitcher. He was talking to the entire clubhouse, basically saying, if you embarrass the standard, I will not protect you. That's cold. But inside baseball, that message carries weight. The next morning, MLB responds. 6 games for Valdez, reduced to 5 on appeal. 1 game for Hinch, both fined. Valdez says the pitch wasn't intentional, says there shouldn't even be a suspension. And Hinch? never publicly backed him up. Not once. Honestly, that silence may have spoken louder than the punishment itself. And this wasn't even the first strange moment involving Valdez. Last September, Astros versus Yankees. Valdez gives up a grand slam. Next batter, he drills his own catcher in the chest. The team called it a crossed signal. Fans called it something else. At some point, you stop calling stuff like this bad luck and start wondering if emotions are becoming a pattern. So now the question becomes, did AJ Hinch betray his player? Or did he just protect his team? Because in modern baseball, those two things are starting to become very different. Drop your take in the comments. Real ones only. I read all of them. And if you want more MLB stories that actually cut through the noise, subscribe, because this season is just getting started.